Alright there, peasants, my name is Freyn and welcome to episode 3 of Darkest Dungeon. Continuing on with the Freyn and Suffering estate. And I think everything's been going pretty well so far. We haven't had any deaths, everything's alright. Yes, you did make it fine. You made it fine, Collier, shut up. So, we've got a few buildings unlocked, we're still missing a couple. We've got the blacksmith there, we're missing the sanitarium. And I think we're still missing the survivalist. Everything else is pretty much alright though. We've got them all locked. We've got a couple of warriors in for stress relief. Our plague doctor and our crusader there both in. But overall I think we're in pretty good shape. Our highwayman and our vestal are okay. They're not too stressed that I'm concerned with it. We've got a few level 0 warriors down here to throw into the grinder this week. Nothing to pick up the stagecoach. We did that at the end of last episode. So I'm just going to check. Don't think I've got the blacksmith upgraded, did I? No, the blacksmith's still on base level, so I can't do anything there. And I don't think the guild either. No, we've got one on the guild. So we'll use that to upgrade the heal. For everything else, it's pretty much just an accuracy boost. The heal's the most important. I can unlock a few of the skills as well. Yeah. I personally prefer to take Dazzling Light instead of the Mace Bash. So I'll grab that. Pop-up. Remap combat skills. Heroes can only have 4 active combat skills at a time. Toggle the skills on and off to change your loadout and watch how it changes the hero's positional strength in the display. Yeah, that's why I prefer to have Dazzling Light there. It's another ability that can be operated from the back line. It is good to have some versatility. You know, it takes some backline and some frontline abilities in case they get moved around, but I generally rather stay with this. Again, Hand of Light I will swap out for Divine Comfort there. I'll go with that. Don't think there's really too much point in upgrading the other skills. Maybe Wicked Slice could be quite useful, but I think overall here we're in a good state with our highwayman. I think that's it for skills. Let's go and head off to a dungeon, shall we? I'd still like some more deeds so that I can get some upgrades. We're definitely not going to Darkest Dungeon, so you can stop panicking there. Like some deeds, and obviously we need crests, but everything pretty much gives crests as far as I'm aware. We do have the Weald unlocked and the ruins progressing. Have a look at what we can get. Only bonuses there for the occultist. That's not bad. Plus 10% damage melee skills in exchange for dodge. It's alright, the damage is nice. Don't about the loss of the dodge. There's some deeds, that's what we need. Plague Doctor, 40% disease resist. Or we could have a Grave Robber satchel. Think. We'll continue with the ruins for now. And I'll go for this one. Not so much for the item, but for the deeds. First though, we do need some new heroes. Probably going to be pretty boring and just take out another crusader here. Smite, Zealous Accusation, Stunning Blow, and Bulwark of Faith. I think that's a good loadout there, so we'll take you. In fact, actually it's Reynold, we've already been using him. I didn't realise. Silly me. And we'll also bring along another Plague Doctor. Nice, we've got some replacements for the ones on stress relief. Usual suspect indeed. What's he equipped with? Blinding Gas Plague. I'd like to get Incision instead of Noxious Blast there, just in case. It gives me something that's not blight based. But we are running a bit low on cash, so we'll stick with this, see how it goes. Must remember first off to actually equip these skills, not just unlock them. So, let's go to provisions. Now, as I've played a little more on my other playthrough, I am beginning to get to the conclusion that often 6 torches is not enough, and nor is the 1 shovel, so I'm going to bring 8 torches. Been causing me a few problems on some of these longer exploration dungeons. Really pushing the stress to the limits when it comes up in a weird 4-pointed a 4-directional dungeon that drains my torches to the max. So, in we go. And yep, there we go. Multiple passages to go down. I've got to explore 90% of rooms, so I could skip one room. I have to go in all the rest. There's a lot of backtracking, a lot of torch usage. Move forwards. I don't know if there's any benefit to any of these openings. The books here. I know there is when it comes to traps. I don't think there is with any of the others. There might be. I probably just haven't found it. But I'm gonna use. She looks more like a bookworm to me. Now these holy types, they always like reading, right? Don't they? Well, she coped with whatever it was. Let's activate the torch. Okay, we're going first, are we? If we can stun the Bone Courtier, that'll be helpful, as he gets quite a bit of stress gained from that tempting goblet. Come on. That's what I like to see. Good job, good start. We'll get some plague in the back. I could go for another stun, but there's probably no point really doing a double stun when one of them's already under the effects. So get some blight. He'll die on his next turn, doesn't get to do anything, that's fantastic. Pistol shot, 4 to 8 damage, 14 health left. Or we can take one of these front ones, 8 health. Does have a chance to kill the front one, so low roll, not what I was hoping for. Bump in the Night sounded like a movement skill, but it hasn't forced us back, so I'm happy with that. We'll go for Zell's accusation, finish that. 4 to 8 damage is guarantee, and it'll cause us a good chunk of damage to the Bone Soldier as well. So
Give them no quarter.
left a corpse, which is a bit frustrating. I'm pretty sure we can cope. And again, as long as it's not minimum damage, this should be the Bone Soldier down. Crit! Excellent! No corpse, moves them up. Stun resist 40%. He's still at a 50% stun chance. But now, obviously now he has moved up, that's thrown off my ability to do double stun, so maybe not ideal in the end. However, we'll hit him with a plague. More blight, 8 damage. He'll still last another round, unfortunately. I'm going to suffer a teensy bit more damage. Reynold will get one more attack before he can't do anything else. His next turn he's going to die, so I'm just going to get up some heals. I'm actually going to use Bulwark of Faith. It'll raise my torch.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted.
Can
Purpose is made clear.
get a little bit of heal there. Just get everyone back up to full. As I said, I know he's going down on his next run. So I'm just going to shuffle them around. There we go. Another heal. Everybody's back to full except for the Vestal.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life
And the enemy goes away. So let's get them back in order. Just a bit of time wasting there at the end. I maybe should have used the larger heal on the Vestal, but it doesn't matter. I didn't actually check. I think half of them were already at full health. That's a bit of a mistake, a bit of short-sightedness, but into the next room. Nothing here. I'm gonna move up to this one, and then I'll backtrack. I'll skip out that one in the corner there. You don't burn quite as much torchlight when you're backtracking, at least, and they don't get as much stress. Pushing the altar has no effect. Burn another torch. I've already used half of them, and we're not remotely near halfway through the dungeon. Back we go. Merry stroll through the darkness. Stop being stressed, guys. You've already been down this corridor. It's fine. It's nice and safe. I don't know, they're so panicky. Tell you what, we'll get the highwayman to open this. It's trapped. He's got the best trap resist there. Nice. And time for a shovel.
Cold stone seems bent on
Get another
preventing
torch up.
passage.
And spiders! I spy a spider. Stun. Oh. Stun and mark. Okay, well that's a bit of a nuisance. They don't have great blight resist, so I should be able to cause a... No, resist 20%. What are the odds? Well, 20% obviously. I'm going to use the stun. It also raises my torch, which is handy. Everything we can do to try and save on those torches is great. This should finish second spider. Yes.
Cleansed from our lands.
Stuns wear off. We go first. Kill it.
Be gone, fiend.
Not exactly the most difficult encounter, thankfully. Onwards, soldiers. Still no battle in the room. Got a bit of scouting, so we've got in the next corridor 1 battle, 1 curio, 1 trap. Just got to remember that trap's there. Light the torch. Oh! The collector. It's like a little mini boss, 70 health. I'm assuming he's going to be popping a few allies somehow. But we don't have too many options here, so get some blight from Noxious Blast on him. The only damaging attack the Plague Doctor's capable of doing. Likewise, Open Vein, get some bleed as well. And we'll go for a stun. 50% stun resist. But again, it at least raises the torch, even though it missed. And yeah, there we go. That's the summoning. That's what I was expecting. 16 health. Actually, quite a lot. I've nothing that Reynold can attack him with, so instead, I'm gonna give protection on himself.
We find victory.
It also marks him, so hopefully more of them will try and attack him, and I can just focus on healing him up. Get some more blight going. Oh, my mistake. They're guarding her. Oh, guarding the collector rather. That's not going to work out. I totally didn't spot that. Too busy contemplating my next move, but so for one more round I can't attack them. Other than with attacks that hit 2 people. So try and cause more damage to this one. With the blight, they're not going to die next round, but they will die soon. 2 rounds of combat will kill them. Headhunt, what's that do? Bleed. 4 damage per 5 rounds. Your hero is bleeding. If you wish, you can use a bandage from your inventory to stop the flow. I think I will. Got a zealous accusation in there. Grapeshot Blast should be able to take them out next turn. If not, and it'll throw out another plague. Yeah, they're going down. Grapeshot Blast should take them either way. That one's definitely out on his next turn. There we go. The guard has worn off. Needed to get a stun in there, really. Let's heal Reynolds. If he's going to be marked and taking more of the damage. Which he is. I can only use Bulwark of Faith once per battle. Come on. Let's try and deal as much damage while they're unguarded as we can. Might be better off going for the stun, actually. 50% stun resist. I'll go for the blight. It's guaranteed damage. The guard is on one of the summons, so that makes it a little easier. What's that? Stress. Is that it? Just pure stress? Alright. Crit heal. Very handy. That's some stress relief as well. We'll get another zealous accusation in there.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
And we'll hit with some more blight. I keep saying plague, it's blight. It's blight. They're guarding each other, so that's making it a bit easier. Grape shot blast, hit all three. Very good. They're not quite going to die from the blight, but they'll come close. We should make it through the encounter pretty well. Torch is at full, so there's no point using that for torch skill. Stun would be nice, but I'm just going to focus on healing my warriors back up instead.
Continue the onslaught.
Incoming collect call, perhaps? No, we go first. Open vein. Down to 10. So with 8 blight and 2 bleed, they should die on the next turn. Let's cure the bleed.
Compassion is a rarity in the favored pit.
There we go. And ooh, 3,500 gold. I will take that, thank you.
So too will resistance.
Let's keep going. Like we have any choice, but you're good in case it's trapped. Deadly disease. What have you got? Creeping cough. Minus 20% damage. In hindsight, taking the plague doctor for that would have been best. I had no idea. You know, we can't operate on hindsight all the time. Yeah. The reason to take the plague doctor for it is the plague doctor doesn't really do direct damage. It's all with the blight or the bleed, so wouldn't be as much of a setback. Got to do both these rooms. There's no battle this way. There is a battle that way. So I'll do the battle first while we've got the higher torchlight. Doesn't matter if we get stressed on the later stage. So all undead, all immune to bleed. This time, 2 arbalists. I'm going to go for the double stun. Now, I could pistol shot, try and reduce the health on one of them. There's no one else to really damage them, so we'll just try and hit as hard as we can on the front two. Can't quite finish it in one, but I will get a zealous accusation to cause the extra damage. I hope I'll get the zealous accusation. Should survive. We've got enough health, I think. Yeah, we're all good, all good. Let's take... what's the best option here? What? We'll hit a third stun.
The way is lit. The
Suspect we're going to kill them anyway.
We require only the
Yeah, double kill there. Shame about the corpses, but... that's not what I needed. Now we can get some blight on them, but that pistol shot damage would have made it a lot better. A lot better. They're likely to do more damage than I can get with the heal. So I'll go for damage output on them. And then if we can get one down, then we can start working on the the idea of healing the party up. So we'll bulwark again. Draw some of the fire to Reynald. Another round of... Actually, you know what? We'll go for another stun. Get a pistol shot in here. This should pull them... If he wants to hit sometime today, it would have pulled them down to the point where they would both die from the blight, but clearly not. No interest in hitting, have we? There's actually nothing I can do with him other than clear these corpses. Actually, something I should have done. The last round. It's not something I generally think about. Is clearing the corpses. We'll hit with another blight. Then they should both die in their individual turns. I was hoping the Vestal might get another round of combat. Just try and push it if I can. No. Bit more luck, the Vestal would have got another round of combat to do a heal in. But it doesn't matter, that should be the last battle. Keep moving. Clear the obstacle. We'll use you this time. Well, the map's not too useful, given that I've already got it all scouted. So let's just head down and explore the last room. Again, not really worried about the stress. So there's no point using that last torch. They're not gaining much on the move. Maybe 2 or 3. Not enough that I'm really concerned. Oh, what have we got? Plus 50. Oh, okay, that's nice. Positive trait. Our highwayman disarmed the trap. Got the only 50% trap resist actually. Less than I thought, but still higher than everyone else. Yeah, still the highest. We do actually get slightly more loot in the dark. I doubt it'll affect the end dungeon rewards. There we go.
The corridors and sloped walls of our ancestry are beginning to feel familiar.
Good chunk of gold thanks to that little mini boss in there. And we got some more deeds. No crests. I don't think I've ever come out of one of the dungeons without a crest before. Which is kind of a shame because we needed crests. So, resolve level up. Heroes gain resolve XP for a successful quest. Resolve XP in turn determines the hero's resolve level. Resolve level represents the hero's veteranship, directly acts as stress resistance against horrors encountered in the dungeons. Low resolve level hero that tries a higher level quest will quickly crumble under the unimaginable stress. Yeah, I've experienced that one. We've got our first level 2 now. So, Unholy Hater and chance to turn any miss into a hit. I like.
You answered.
So what do we got?
Now,
56 stress recovered for drinking and
a part
double vision. Ooh, I want to cure that when I get the opportunity. Crown, however that name is pronounced. I'm going with Crown. Has achieved a state of emptiness and refuses to stop meditating. Alright, so they're out for another week. It's a good job we've got all these spares. We now have the Survivalist and the Sanitarium and the Nomad Wagon. Also got access to Cove and Warrens. So it's all good. We'll do some quick stress relieving. If we need to, actually. What's the stress up to? 37? I'm comfortable with 37 actually. More concerned with some of these negative traits. Oh look, Sanitarium. Most often used to remove negative quirks and treat diseases, but you can reinforce positive quirk, which will lock it into place and prevent a new quirk from displacing it. Now, from what I've experienced so far, the locking in is quite expensive, so I'll be avoiding that for a little bit. What I instead want to do, clear our creeping cough, get that damage back. And did we have a bad negative trait in there? Maniac missed the spot, God-fearing, fear of Eldritch. That too bad. We'll probably end up taking yeah, we'll probably end up taking our third Crusader next time. Don't have a backup highwayman, so we need something to go in the second slot. I'm not going to do anything else with Sanitary for now. Let's have a look. Okay, the Man-at-Arms will work in the second slot, so take him.
The raw strength of youth may be spent.
An
but his eyes
Antiquarian.
hold the secrets of 100 campaigns.
And they're more of a support hero from what I've experienced, but they are good for one thing, which is generating money. Not necessarily great at combat, but great at generating money. Like to get a slightly different skill, I think. But we'll pick them up anyway.
She searches where others will not go.
And let's have a look at the guild.
What others will not
I'll take a look at the
see.
guild. So, Invigorating Vapors buffs everyone in the party's dodge. That's pretty handy. Probably better than Fortifying Vapors, and I would also like to take Nervous Stab so we actually have some damage. Take those, and because I'm sure I'll forget by the time next episode rolls around, let's swap these. Swap you for that. Okay. Well, quick look at the Nomad
Trinkets
Wagon.
and charms gathered from
Nothing
all the
exciting.
forgotten corners of the earth.
We've not really got anything to sell, so I think that's pretty much it for this episode. The graveyard remains empty somehow, although it's possibly down to simply having more experience due to having second playthrough going. But, you know, I'm sure that's going to end soon, probably around the time of the first boss. That is all for now though, so like, subscribe if you want to see some more. I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.